outbound for X320911. Dorothy Ann for the crib 0932, as well as the Algo Titan for the crib 0945.
Good morning, Mark.
Oh dear.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm still alive.
Yeah, that's always a plus point.
Yep. Well, I think it's a starting point for the day, you know?
Yep. And so long as you end the day the same way, then it's been a good day. Hi, Brian.
Waypoints here, Ryan. How's the weather been there, Mark?
It's lovely and sunny again today.
Eh, we got severe thunderstorm warnings for us. I went out this morning. I got up at 5 o'clock and went out and got a ship right at just after sunrise.
Uh-huh.
But it was cloudy, but you could still tell it was sunrise. And so I got that posted, and that's on YouTube. But it was an articulated tug barge was all it was in the area was downbound.
Oh, we're up to 20 degrees.
It was being escorted by a commercial tug.
All right.
It wasn't under tow, but right next to it going down was a
Yeah, just to make sure.
yeah.
68 Fahrenheit.
I had to call my air conditioning company, heating and air company. They're going to
Again?
send out somebody between 10 and 11 o'clock today.
What's up with it this time?
Well, the upstairs has got a thermostat. I heat and cool the whole building, right?
Yeah.
So their thermostat up there isn't seem to be playing nicely with the system. It keeps coming up. They keep resetting and it keeps coming up. Says call for service on the thermostat. And when I go down and look at the computer on the wall that's running everything,
yeah,
it has a couple of red lights on it. So I think maybe it's the red light from their thermostat, or who knows?
Yeah, I guess it could have just disconnected itself. Hi, Michael.
And when I went down last night to look at it, there was water running out of all the ducting.
Probably just be condensation, but it's not a good thing to.
Yeah. So what I did is I plugged in the dehumidifier that I have down there, so it's running. I just went down there and it seemed to be much better. So
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Michael, cool cat.
think you get the water and condensation when it's just been running for too long without a break.
Yeah. No, Michael, I did not get a new cable yet. So many other issues to deal with that wasn't high on my priority list.
Yeah.
Here comes Captain Joe.
Morning, Joe.
Probably just getting set up. No, he went there. There goes Joe. He's been having a heck of a time with Zoom. We don't know if it's Zoom or his computer or what, but
Yeah.
give it another go, Joe. See if you can't get it to come up. Well, Cat, I don't know. This was directed towards you, Mark. It says, do you think that if he switched to a pipe, would it be easier to get over his addiction to cigarettes? I don't know, because you're still taking the tobacco in, And I think, I've never been a smoker, but I think it's the tobacco that is the addiction for people. Have you tried using all the Nicorette gums and that kind of stuff? Or because I haven't got a clue anything about smoking.
I smoked the pipe for a while. The main reason being it was much better when you were fishing because it kept your hands warm.
Sure. But as far as if it helps you give up smoking, period.
Well,
you're just changing one addiction, tobacco addiction, for another, right?
Yeah, you just don't use it quite as much.
No, because it is more difficult. It isn't just like you take out a cigarette and light
Yeah.
it up.
Well, it keeps going out for a start. If you're not drawing on it.
Here comes Jason. Welcome, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Hey guys, good morning. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Good,
On my
thank
way
you.
into great, thank you.
The question that came up on the chat for Mark, was if Michael switches from smoking a pipe from smoking cigarettes, does that help him with his quit smoking?
Say again?
Michael Coolcat was asking if he switched to a pipe from cigarettes, will that help him eventually get off of smoking?
Interesting. I don't know that it would, because I mean, nicotine is what's the addictive product.
Right.
And you're still intaking tobacco, and even though you're not inhaling it, you're still getting the tobacco, the nicotine, I guess, chemical
orally, yeah.
Orally through your mouth, even though it's not going into your lungs. Now, I will say that if one wants to stop smoking because they had some type of a health event, then that's the only thing that's going to get them to stop smoking and stop using nicotine products. They're going to say, "Holy crap! I don't want to be unhealthy," because I mean,
So it was the health threat that actually made him stop the addiction.
The first
In
time I
which
stopped
case,
smoking in 1997, it was purely because my insurance policy on my house mortgage was cheaper if I was a non-smoker.
yeah,
So I just stopped
nope,
smoking.
makes sense. You know, plus it'll save you money on buying cigarettes, especially now these days.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
remember
nowadays,
living in New
yeah.
York City. It was like
I,
$10
I
for a pack in 2007.
It,
because
it,
I remember back in the like 1970s, you get a pack of cigarettes for $1, you know.
Right?
yeah, exactly. When I started smoking, it was even cheaper than that. And that was in 1971.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I think it just from a standpoint of quitting cigarette smoking or any type of nicotine usage, it's just a matter then of the personal desire.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah,
if it's health or if it's finance or if it's just you hate the way you smell afterwards, you know, and people can't be around you and kind of
yeah.
thing, then I mean, I can't be around it. You know, I don't like the smell. Now, if I'm in the smell too long, I'll probably want to have a cigarette.
yeah, yeah.
You
Well,
know,
that thing about it is, I mean, I smoke at the moment, but the smell of stale cigarettes is horrible.
oh, it's yeah, agree, 100%.
Mm.
And so
Yeah,
I think it's
I've
just a
been
personal
lucky. I've
choice.
been lucky in life,
But
Jason. I've never been a drinker or a smoker.
mm, I mean, talk about expensive. You say that was expensive. Our price on your money, the cheapest you'll get them is like maybe $14, and the dearest is probably $22 for one
That's a
packet of cigarettes.
that's for a carton,
No, that's for a packet.
a pack. Oh my God! Did you hear what he said, Jason?
Is that current pricing?
Yeah,
Wow, yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot.
Because I used to know people that were 2 or 3 pack of cigarettes a day. People, you know.
yeah.
Yeah,
And you're
I
talking
know.
you're talking well over $50 a day if you do that.
Wow.
Oh yeah, do the math. You know, holy
Mm.
smokes, right?
Yeah.
50 times 30, that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
Gone up in smoke, no pun intended, or pun
Yeah.
intended.
yeah, exactly.
You know, to include your like you said, your mortgage insurance went up. You know, health insurance premiums will increase here as well. Life insurance premiums will cause it to skyrocket. You know,
Well, I
because
can't get life insurance, unfortunately. Nobody will cover me
ah,
because of my diabetes.
right. Oh, it's unfortunate, but that's the industry. I mean, it's a business.
Yeah,
You know, I mean,
yeah,
the insurance companies. It's like insurance exists for just in case you pass away to leave something behind for those you do leave behind, and
yeah.
it's into one of those things where I mean, from a marketing perspective, it's a great, you know, it's a great term, life insurance. It's actually death insurance.
Yeah,
But who's going to buy
exactly.
that?
Yeah,
Well, and the insurance companies, what they're banking on is you for like term life insurance policies that are $20 a month when you're, 10 years old for $1 million, or when you're 20 years old for $1 million
mm.
policy. They're banking on you outliving the policy, and then once you're, 30 years old, they jack it up. Once you turn 50 years old, it's almost unaffordable at that point
Oh
for
yeah.
term insurance
I mean,
policies.
we have like the over 50s plans, which I could get because they don't do medicals for those.
Okay.
But they actually expire when you reach 80 years old. So if you live longer than 80, they're not going to pay out anyway, which is
Nope.
stupid.
Yep. But that's the business. You're there. You are banking on you leaving something behind prior to your death of 80 years old, just in case you happen to die past 80. And insurance companies are banking on you passing after 80 years old or whatever that life expectancy is, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
for that particular policy, you know. And of
Well,
course, if one
I
thinks that
mean,
they're going to live past that age, then they get something that's going to be a permanent type of policy. And at that point, it's like, oh, what do you want to leave your heirs? You know, what type do you want to have something available for your burial at a minimum so that you don't put anybody in debt or to have to pay for your $30,000 funeral costs? You
well,
know,
I have no heirs anyway.
Yeah,
right.
I'm in the same boat, and I just figure, what the hell? I don't care if they just take me out and burn me along the side of the road. I'm not there, you know.
And
Yeah.
my mortgage is paid off. Well, it
Oh
was
yeah.
paid off a long time ago.
And that's all it's for. Just to, you know, it's financial security for those that you leave behind. If you've got no worries, then yeah, why do you need it? Maybe, you know, if you're a single person or if you got a bunch of money, you know, maybe you're leaving a policy for your favorite nonprofit organization, you know, to
Yeah.
be philanthropic after death. So it just depends on what one's current financial situation looks like to have something like that and to
Cool
quit
cat
smoking.
Michael, cool cat Michael just put in the chat. He says he's going to buy a church warden pipe with a long stem to keep the smoking bowl away from his face.
Yeah.
Little Lama
I found
Laura.
I found that the best ones were the ones that you could put a replaceable tar filter in that actually quite a shock when you take that tar filter out to replace it to see how much is in there.
Hey, Jason, Laura just mentioned you. She says, hi, all. Jason, get your butt home and so play Fortnite. LOL.
Good morning, Laura. I know, right?
Laura.
I think Tim is online right now as well if you want to play with him.
Yep.
Yeah. I played a lot of Fortnite yesterday.
What time is it?
But it was fun. It was fun. In fact, I just got my creator code set up for it, so it was
Yeah.
just kind of it's
I think it's
pretty
about
cool.
quarter past 11 at night for Tim at the moment.
Yeah. But I'll be home probably around 5 o'clock. But I actually have a drone gig on Friday. Today's Thursday. I have a drone gig tomorrow night
Thursday, yeah.
that I got to prepare for when I get home, and then I'll play Fortnite. But
I
it
know
won't be till later.
David will be watching England play Denmark in the Euros at 5 o'clock our time, so that's 12 o'clock midday your time.
Yeah.
So there's a big-
That's why
there's
there's
a
a
big-
bunch of soccer stuff in the Fortnite item shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the European. All the European countries play in a competition the same as the World Cup, but only for Europe.
I see. Right on. So, do you prefer football or rugby? Y'all call it football, right?
Well, they used to call it rugby football, but
Rugby
yeah,
football. Okay.
I used to play rugby. I didn't play football,
Yeah.
but as a preference, I play golf.
Laura's headed for the gym in 3/4 of an hour.
Oh, that's awesome. Right on. Heck yeah.
She says the gym should be nice and quiet today.
Yeah, because they'll all be at home watching the football. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You know what you do, Laura, also when you play Fortnite? Whatever rank you come in, right? That'll be the number of reps that you have to do of and whatever exercise that you do when you're at home. Either push-ups or sit-ups or air squats.
Yeah.
Or if you've got dumbbells next to you, curls, left side, right side, right? So you're even.
I always used to look forward to the World Cup
Oh,
because
she said she's
because
not
when the
going.
football matches were on, the
She
roads were
correct
really
she
quiet, and I could go and have a motorbike ride in peace.
she corrected herself on the chat. She said that I meant in 3 to 4 hours she's going. So she's going to do that while the football game's on.
Nice. Well done. Good. It's good to be physically fit so that you could play Fortnite without having your heart rate race.
Laura says she's on level 99. Kiss my burn.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it. You've
wow.
got to build up those muscles in your thumb.
I think I just got to level 99 yesterday. Yep, exactly. But yeah, I actually started wearing a heart rate monitor when I played Fortnite. And I'm live streaming the heart rate, pulsing. And it's funny when I'm in a battle, my heart starts to, pump a lot faster, of course.
Really?
Especially when I get towards I got up to 162 beats per minute. I posted a YouTube short actually.
Wow.
Yeah,
Like
it was
the
an
increase in
exciting
adrenaline.
end game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was an
it'll give
exciting
you
end game.
more adrenaline.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll get up when I'm like really excited after a battle, win or lose. I'll just jump on the pull-up bar and because I've got one hanging over the door, so I'll just do some pull-ups.
So you got one of those things you put between the doorway?
No, well,
Yeah.
you haven't got as much weight to lift.
No, and you know what? I mean, that's pull-ups are kind of my exercise. I'm strong with pull-ups, if you will. I always have been, and so
But isn't that
I'll do
just
pull-ups, I'll do push-ups, or I'll do air squats. Depending on. I forgot to do anything yesterday. I was just sitting there the whole time. But it's good to get up and move around, other than just sitting there and playing the game. Yeah. So that's why I like to implement a little bit of physical fitness into my Fortnite. I try to anyway. Between doing one of those exercises based on my rank. So if I take first place, I might jump on the pull-up bar and do like a set of 20 as a reward. As funny as that sounds. But if not, I'll do reps, based on the ranking that I've gotten also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, what's going on here? Low tire pressure. Crap. That's a cool thing about these vehicles. I mean, you can tells you, hey,
Yeah.
these newer vehicles.
Mm.
Why do I have a low tire pressure left side? Huh. At least it's not decreasing any lower than 30. So I could have like a screw in the
Yeah, you might run over somewhat. Yeah.
tire, like but it's not decreasing, so that's good. So I'll just take it to the shop later.
Laura says,
It's
Jason, I'll be on when I get home from the gym. I need help with some guests.
with guests.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what does that mean?
People joining her, I think, online.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for
No,
sure.
that doesn't say guests. That says quests.
Oh, quests.
Oh, quests. Yeah, for sure. We'll do it.
In other words, that's the game you're playing, the quest?
So inside the game are different tasks to get experience points. where you complete that specific task and it gives you X number of experience points. And the experience points are good towards earning what's called the battle pass for additional, I guess, skins or characters or, add-ons in the game.
Okay.
I like that. Michael says, you do air squats. He ran 2 air marathons yesterday.
The equivalent of my heart rate. Or, yeah, 7-hour live stream. Yeah, right. Running for 7 hours is equivalent to 2 marathons. Yeah, right. That's funny. If you run a marathon in 3.5 hours, that is, it would probably take me 5 hours to run a marathon. I wouldn't finish a marathon, actually. Hey, Don, good morning. How are you?
One of the guys that used to work with us used to run marathons. I think he lived about 15 miles away from work, and he used to run to work every day and back again. And he actually ran on the Scottish marathon team. And I think he was 2 hours and 10 minutes, something like that, for a marathon.
Huh. Yeah, I've run the equivalent of a marathon, but like in training. But it was kind of like, all right, you'd run a mile or whatever, 3 miles, and then they'd beat us, and then we'd run some more, and then they'd beat us some more. So it wasn't like, 26.2 miles straight through. It was more like, all right, a beat down, a beat down run during training.
Was that in full pack?
Yeah, we had our gear, of course. Yep. But that was the job.
Finally.
Hey, Joe. Good morning, Captain.
Sure.
Hi, Joe.
I tell you what, it's taking me this long to get on the show.
Wow. How about it?
Well, we know you came on and then disappeared straight away again.
Yeah, I got on and it went off. Y'all didn't pop up. I'm sitting here waiting for it, and it wouldn't, and then it killed. So I reloaded and finally got it all back to working. I'm gonna give this one to Adrian and let him shoot it.
It could be Zoom. They did an update the other day, and things seem to have changed around a bit.
Well, it doesn't do it all the time.
Whereas the microphone and the camera used to be solid white blocks, they're now just a white outline and black. So they've changed a few bits and pieces in there.
It doesn't do it all the time, so that's what doesn't make sense.
Interesting. I saw Laura on Zoom and playing Fortnite the other day, and I wonder if there's a way, because that was an interesting concept, and I actually enjoyed watching the stream, even though the Fortnite, I was more interested, of course, in the Fortnite gameplay.
Yeah.
But pretty neat from a standpoint of, having the panel like you've got going on, Paul, talking to each other, interacting, and playing the game at the same time. And I wonder how I would do that if I were to have, Zoom. Oh, it would just be a separate window, like in the corner, so to speak. So instead of my face, I'd probably just Zoom.
Yeah, you could do that.
By the speaker, whoever's talking.
Yeah.
And that might be good for solos if I'm playing solos, but then it would be, I think it might be too difficult if I were playing with squads or with other people because of all the excess chatter. Some people don't like to want to focus on the gameplay only and not talk, depending on who I play with. You know what I mean?
That's only Justin and Tim because they don't know how to play.
Hi, TJ.
That's funny.
Yeah, they suck. That's what it is.
Ouch.
Like you about it too.
They're not even there to defend themselves.
They can't defend themselves. What are you talking about?
That's funny.
The greatest drone ever. The Avata 2.
Oh, yeah?
Drone ever.
Have you freestyled it yet, Joe?
Oh, hell no, I'm not ever gonna do that.
No. I've heard it's not
No, I
as
don't-
durable, prop guard wise
Yeah.
compared to the Avata.
Well, I don't think even the Avata would have been as durable when I hit that pole. So,
Oh, I've crashed the crap out of my Avata,
oh, you do have a point because I clipped
but
the pole one time with the Avata and did a 360 at 30 miles an hour and did a face plant into a cement wall. It didn't have a
yeah.
scratch on it.
Yeah, the only thing that was that irritated me about the Avata would be when I would do some crazy maneuvers with it, it would go back to normal mode. I would be upside down or I'd be sideways attempting to track along next to a plane, like an RC plane in a dive, like orbit sideways around it. But then it would go and just go back to normal mode and, create not the best footage, if you will. But
Was that with the
I was
sticks,
wondering if the
Jason?
Avata 2 would write itself in freestyle like that. Because
Hey,
That was with
Jason,
the
was that
sticks.
with the
one more time.
sticks?
Oh yeah, you in order to fly manual mode, and do those, you cannot use the motion controller. You have to use the RC2, the remote controller 2.
Yeah, you're talking to the wrong people. Joe and I love the wand.
I like it as well. It all depends on how, but I hear you.
Yeah, I like the
The wand is
I like
Easy
the chick stick.
Acro. So the Easy Acro in the Avata 2 is a great start for what they're going to open up later. I think they're gonna open it up a little more for us folks on training wheels that don't want to do manual, but will give us some options.
right. You know how I got good at flying manual mode and the freestyle stuff? Because I was still too, scared, if you will, to fly my regular FPV drones. Because I had DJI Care Refresh on the DJI FPV, 5 days left for it to expire, and I thought, all right, I'm gonna send it. So that's when I got upside down and started doing barrel rolls, and holy cow, that's when I got, I was like, oh, this isn't so bad. And then I crashed it on with 2 days left. I sent it in to DJI and I got a replacement back.
Yeah, that's the way you do it.
Yep.
Because my insurance was running out.
Yep.
Well, I got mine at DJI right now. I'm waiting for them to send another one back.
Nice.
My original
Right on.
Avata.
Well, I'm at work now, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and take off. Have a great day. Good chatting with you all.
Jason,
Okay,
See you,
Steve, Jason.
here.
All right.
Later,
See you
later,
guys.
sir.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Paul, did you fly the ships this morning?
Yep.
Yeah, he went and got some Boston cream too. See,
Oh,
I'm gonna go flying in a little while. I think I want to get out to the Mandeville Lakefront. We got that east wind, so Lakeshore Drive from Girard Street all the way to Mandeville Harbor, water's over the road.
okay.
Yesterday, just starting to get on the road. Now
We're
it's all
under
over the.
severe thunderstorm warnings here.
As long
Where
as
it's-
we keep getting those storms in the Gulf going easterly, we're getting east winds, keep pushing water all this way. Where Johnny and I go fly Manchac out there, that little park that we fly at might be underwater right now.
Well, we're at 68 degrees, sunny, and a 5-mile-an-hour wind.
We have no wind. We have 59 degrees, but it's only 6:37 in the morning. It'll get up.
Yeah.
It'll get up to 80 today.
It's
Beautiful.
it's two.
We're at 80 already.
2:34 in the afternoon.
8:34 and we're at 80 degrees already.
And our maximum today was 21, so 70.
I tell you, I don't know what happened to me last night, but I was up all night. I get about 20 minutes of sleep and wake up with my chest hurting. I sit up and it go away. It was reflux.
It was
Yeah,
them
that-
smoked sausages.
And probably what I ate last night.
Yep.
And then I
Yeah.
laid back down, and 15 minutes later, when I was just dozing off, the chest started hurting. Then I lay down, and it hurt so bad I had to sit back up. So finally, after about 2 o'clock in the morning, I slept for 2 hours. You know. This
Hey,
was-
Joe,
this
you
was-
need to start eating fiber. That's it. Salads on your menu the rest of the week.
Well, Joe made himself some spicy shrimp gumbo yesterday, and so that's
No, it was a shrimp boil.
Shrimp boil.
Potatoes, corn, the smoked sausage and shrimp.
and
and the crab
spiced
boil.
up too.
Oh, it was spiced up. Spices got to me yesterday.
It was spiced up so much, Lance, that before we signed off last night, he says, "Oh my God, is this my mouth's burning?"
I
Yeah,
couldn't feel my lips.
He
If I eat-
he wasn't on camera yesterday because he was eating. I remember that.
Yeah.
If I have anything smoked, I can taste it for days afterwards.
Yeah, my body better not change that way. We're in a problem. Yeah, they're showing Lakeshore Drive. No, that's Lake Cat. That's not Lakeshore Drive. What the hell is that?
Like one of the
Who's putting
only
it Lake Cat?
in smoked now is smoked Austrian cheese. That's really nice.
Be right back, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
At Grand Isle, Louisiana, down on the coast, it's got flood. It's all over the streets down there too.
So you're gonna go fly today, Joe?
Yeah, I want to go fly in a little while. I'm not gonna do it right now. Because we got that, still they got that east wind, so it's still blowing water in.
What kind of wind you got going there?
I think gusts with 27 maybe.
Uh,
I think there's not that much right now. Yesterday was 30 something. Gust 19 right now. But we got that northeast wind coming in that's pushing that water all into the lake. Yeah, I'll bring the Mavic 3 and the Avata out there, and I'm gonna get the aerial view of it up top. Then I might put the Avata down the street right over the water, just to get a better look of it.
This is from southwest. $6 miles an hour and 15 mile an hour gusts at 100 feet.
I got 14% battery on my keyboard. It's ridiculous.
Probability of precipitation 1%. Cloud cover 91%, which is weird because it's nice and sunny. Mind you, there is cloud in the sky. It's not blue. So
It is crazy keyboard. This is stupid stuff. This keyboard, I can remember having batteries that stayed in here for months. I could barely ever had a thing say I needed to change them. Now, for some reason, it seemed like once a month it tells me I need to change the batteries. I'm using the same kind of batteries, and I think they're just not charging them as good. You know what I mean?
That's my mouse.
Ridiculous.
Thank you.
Chipmunk buddies are getting a little bit more friendly. Came right up on the ramp about 10 feet away from me and just stood there and looked at me. I pitched him a peanut.
You got
Have you never
Alvin,
had-
Simon, and Theodore out there, huh?
Yeah.
Have you never had smoked Austrian cheese, Michael?
No.
It comes in a brown. It looks like a salami sausage almost kind of thing.
Huge
or
one. Yeah, I
whatever.
have. You've just
It
reminded
comes
me. Is it
with-
similar to Applewood or something?
Hey, Joe,
Um,
hey, Joe, did you
I'm not
see,
absolutely certain.
did
It
you
comes
see
in
what,
a
did
brown,
you see what Waypoint put in there?
No, I didn't.
Like a
brown
Looks
plastic.
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
I saw that.
A senator from Montana is going to introduce another drone ban bill today.
Yeah, I saw that.
Are they going to put amendments in the existing one because they don't like the way the existing one was written?
No, they took the other one out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they're trying to
they took
put
it
another
out of
one
the
in.
conglomerate of all the stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they are rewriting it. That's all because they're not happy
that's-
with the way some of it was worded.
Yeah, but this is the thing. The bottom line, you still have to pass it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they got to pass the main bill, but right now you got all these organizations, and it doesn't make sense. Is why the Democrats are trying to kill the jobs. You know,
Mm. Well, if you watch Eric E-Drone, he did a video this morning.
Oh yeah, I like Eric. He's a good lad.
Yeah.
I mean, he really is. Superb.
I
bloke.
didn't see his this morning.
Going on about the fact that
Waiting for
there's one particular senator who's apparently one of the most popular and the one that gets most bills passed
That's this guy, the guy from Montana.
he's being used.
Well, doesn't matter. It's gonna be, if it passes, it's gonna be tied up in court.
Mm.
Yeah,
So,
and Joe will be glad to go and testify.
Well, they don't need me, because what you call it, you can have 6,000, all these responders all over the nation.
Yeah, but
All these
all of them
companies-
are not as important as you are, Joe.
Yeah, I wish. I don't want to be that important.
I mean, you got your senator on speed dial.
My spending ain't worth shit. I got my House of Representative. It
Okay.
ain't worth shit. He lied to me. He told me he was not. Now he voted. Now you see, he voted for the defense bill. He didn't. I don't know if he even knew that bill was in there. You see what I mean?
You told him that, didn't you?
No, it wasn't in it then.
Oh,
They stuck it in the defense bill with 6,000 pages. It was on page 679, I think. They said. So it got stuck in there so nobody would read the bill, and then it got passed through that way.
wow.
I sent him a message. I said, why'd you, I know you signed the defense bill because it's a defense bill, but on page 679, the Drone Act was in there. Mario,
Hey, TJ,
it's a me, it's a Mario.
it's
Sweating like a
Mario.
crazy. I'm sweating like a crazy person. I had to go outside because the air conditioning unit got that little tray, and it was filling up with water. So I had to go outside, and you have that hose that like runs outside or whatever, that where all the moisture runs or whatever. So I had to go outside with a vacuum and suck out all the moisture and water and whatever else was in there. And when I took the top off of the shop vac, there was so much gunk and whatever in there. It was disgusting.
You gotta clean it once in a while, my friend.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Donald,
Hey, was
Donald.
it black, green, and slimy?
Yeah, it was all black and slimy and snotty and whatever else.
Well, let me make your day. Let me make your day. My uncle used to own a beauty salon. Okay, my aunt and uncle. And I used to be the maintenance guy, used to go in on weekends, and my job was to clean it real good, get a good clean down. And then after I cleaned everything, I had to go up in the attic with the air conditioner and get all the junk out the air conditioner, right?
Ooh.
You had to climb in the air conditioner on your
Oh.
knees to
Fucking
get it.
hell.
And there was no sucking it out back there. You had to go in there with your hand and rags and wipe it out.
Oh,
I used to
Man,
come out looking like
that sounds,
Ghostbusters.
that sounds pretty rough.
I used to come out looking like Ghostbusters.
Oh
Like
my
I've been
gosh.
slimed.
Even like 90-degree weather when it's really hot up there.
Yep.
Oh my god. You just
I'd come out of
sweat.
I'd come out of there, be all on my arms, you know. I'd be like,
Yeah, you'd be like sweating your balls off.
I'd be raking it back and it'd be getting on me and I'd be gagging and everything.
Oh,
Ugh.
nice.
Did you have a face covering?
All I had was a rag.
On you go.
Yeah.
Damn.
Shit, he was too cheap to buy anything.
Donald's outside. What are you up to?
I'm building a step for our ladder on the pool.
Oh, you're working on the pool steps.
Well, kind of the deck. Let me flip my camera here. I'll show you what I'm doing. All right. We have this ladder here,
Yeah.
and we have these arms right here. And we've had something under there before, but since we built this new deck, we need to put something under there again. So I am building a little step out of the same deck material.
Ah,
It
Oh,
looks
that's
nice.
cool.
Little match.
What's up, Bill?
because that
Good
ladder
point.
screws
Hey,
down
Bill.
to it, right? Donald, that ladder screws down to the whatever you're making, right?
Yes.
Hi, Bill.
I've got all my pieces cut. It's just putting the decking onto. I built a little 2x4 frame for the. Oh, I need to put some tape
Oh, yeah.
on that before I do anything else.
Hope everything goes well, Bill, and it's they can sort it for you.
Oh hell!
Says he's in hospital. His back's given up, and he's having an MRI.
Oh, wow.
Did
Who?
Jason? I saw Jason on here earlier. Did he leave? I guess he had to go and do
Yeah,
some
he got
stuff.
to work.
Yeah, Jason got to work.
He
Yeah.
You were
arrived
coming,
at work.
TJ.
Bill Quinn.
Yeah,
Lance,
Bill
I
Chin.
didn't think you still had school going, Lance. What's going on?
One more day after today.
One
One
more.
more day.
Yep.
Wow.
Then he's free. He's free.
How long do you get off for summer, Lance? Do you get 6 weeks?
Thereabouts, yeah.
Nice.
Come
Lance,
back like
Mike-
September 11th.
Lance, aren't you going to Hawaii?
Mhm.
Yep, Saturday morning.
Saturday morning, he leaves
Nice.
for Hawaii.
Sweet.
He's going to go and pick pineapples.
So pick pineapple.
You're gonna do a video, drone video of the what's it? The house that they do Magnum at.
Magnum PI estate.
Yeah.
The Magnum PI States.
Yeah, you hope, you wishes. I don't think it exists anymore. I think they destroyed it. I think they got rid of it.
Yeah, I think it got torn down.
Why they brought out a new series?
Yeah, but they use a different place.
Did they?
Yeah.
Ah.
Hope you get better, Bill. Hope everything goes okay. Says his legs don't work and hands and arms are numb.
Hmm.
You gonna do some fishing today, Don?
No,
I see your
No.
fishing- you see your fishing poles up there.
those have not been taken down from the rafters there for probably since my kids were 12.
Oh wow.
So since what 2012. 2010, 2012, somewhere around there.
Yeah, they will probably need the line replacing by now.
Are we talking about fishing rods?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Might be all right.
Yeah, those were just a
Checking.
couple cheap Zebco rods that we never caught fish. We used them to catch crawfish.
Ah.
All right.
How did you use fishing rods to catch crawfish? What, do they grab it or something, or?
Must have had a little
Yeah,
basket.
if you
on
take
it
a
in the
piece
end.
of thick bacon rind and put like on a large treble hook, they'll come over and grab hold of the bacon rind, and you just pick them up out of the water.
Yank them out.
That's how crab lines work. Yeah, when you have a crab line, you just have wad of bacon, and then there's little bits of the twine that'll get kind of wrapped in the crab's legs or whatever. You just haul it up. I've noticed your injury, Paul, to your hand has got better. It's
Yeah,
it's
I've
improved there.
noticed that too. I've noticed that.
There isn't
Yeah,
a dent on your head as well anymore,
Only
which is
getting
good.
better.
Yeah. I remember a holiday in as a kid catching
So,
this enormous crab. It was
Lance,
lovely.
where are you going in Hawaii? What city or town are you?
Kauai.
Are you going to the
Kauai.
mainland? Are you going to
The
Hawaii?
northernmost island.
Oahu?
No, Kauai, the northernmost island.
The northernmost island. Wow. So it must be a resort there then.
Oh, a few hundred.
If it's the
Oh, wow.
northernmost island, then it's the last resort.
That's the that's the last resort. That's funny. Yeah, because Hawaii is kind of a small continent.
No, it's an island. It's a
It's
series of
a-
islands.
It's a series of islands.
Oh.
That's why they're called the Hawaiian Islands.
Island.
Is Hawaii is I'll wait a minute.
Yep,
Yeah,
this would be a good time to go get a refill of my coffee.
That's funny. That's pretty good. That was pretty good.
Is Hawaii its own state? Is it
The
Yes,
Hawaiian
Hawaii is its
Islands
own
are
state.
considered all one state, and there's several islands.
Yeah, several islands, but it's a state, the state of Hawaii. It's one of the 50, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right.
The biggest island is the island of Hawaii, but the most populous island, I think, is Oahu.
Yep.
So this is where I'm going right here, TJ. Can you see my screen?
No, we
No,
don't
I
see
can't
it.
see
No,
nothing.
wanna see nothing.
Let's
I don't see nothing.
You got to get it on your screen and then share it.
share. There we go.
So TJ, instead of a continent, the closest thing, I think Hawaii would be considered an archipelago.
Yeah.
You fly to Oahu and then take a left.
So right here, TJ, is the island that I'm going to.
Oh, okay.
Hawaii.
Okay.
And the airport is here. Kapa'a is probably the biggest town on the island.
Kapa'a.
I'm staying down
Kapa'a.
here in Poipu, near Shipwreck Beach. Usually I stay when we go. We usually stay right in here. But
Oh,
we
okay.
picked a different spot this time, and we're staying somewhere over here. I don't know exactly where.
Now, is there a reason that you go to there? You got friends or family there, or?
Why?
No, my daughter was allergic to a lot of things when she was younger, and my wife and I always went to Mexico, and when we were younger, and we didn't have her. And when she was born, Mexico puts in all kinds of different things in their food and they don't really tell you, right? So we stopped going to Mexico and went to Hawaii because we knew what we were eating when we went to Hawaii. So
Sure.
we started going to Hawaii and that's what we've done. Although now my daughter's grown out of some of her allergies, we've taken her to Mexico one time. She said she wanted to go to Mexico. So was it last? Yeah, it was last summer, the hurricane. We were caught in a hurricane. We went to Mexico instead of Hawaii. So, but we're back to Hawaii this year.
So you it's not a direct flight. You must go into what, Honolulu or?
It is now a direct flight. It wasn't when we first started taking her 18 years ago, 17 years ago. You had to take a hop to this island, but now it's direct. And it's been direct.
Zoom in with the satellite photo and show us where you're staying.
Okay, so
And tropical vacation every year? I should have become a teacher.
yeah, a senior teacher, you bet. We get paid better than you think. So we are.
No, I'm not joking.
And I'm not joking either. We're staying right in here this time.
Zoom in a little bit more.
All the teachers that I know are super cool, including Lance days.
Uh,
Yeah.
All right.
Normally,
I can't
we
say
stay-
the same because my niece is a teacher.
Normally we stay.
Teachers are the future.
Normally we
They
stay
are.
right
I suppose they teach the future, I guess.
beach.
Yes, teachers are the past, teaching the future.
Oh, hey, David.
David snuck in there like a ninja.
I've been here for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's been here.
Oh, in fact, you have actually. Yeah. I had a look. Did look at your thing.
Yeah, he's just been quiet for a change.
Didn't dawn on me.
Shut up, you.
Now, Lance, when you bring your drones with you, are you going to have to get Lance approval?
Like approval.
I mean, Lank approval.
And we normally stay here. So it depends on where I fly. So the Hui Airport.
Hey, is there an official pronunciation for that? Because I call it Lance too.
Like
Lank, L-A-N.
I don't pronounce it with a hard K because it's got a freaking C in it.
Yep, Lank.
I don't. I
Lance.
pronounce it like TJ.
Lance.
Yeah,
Is there an
It is-
official pronunciation? Not just
Yes,
what you
Lance.
say. Is there like does
Is it? Well,
the
is that
FAA have an
how-
official pronunciation?
I've heard people refer to it as both on YouTube.
I know. That's why I'm asking. Does the FAA have like an official?
Is it the
Take
same?
one
Is it,
down, call them up and tell them you want to know about Lance approvals. And they'll
I have
Tell
to
me-
approve, I have to
I
approve
mean-
everything, so it's got to be Lance.
It would be Lance if there was an E after the C, but there isn't. So
There
it
isn't.
should really officially be Lank.
Lank.
I
Lance.
thought it. I always thought it was
but there's
Lance,
two-
like your.
But
like
there's
your
two
name.
A's, so it really should be Lonk, right?
Is
Two
it two
A's.
A? Then yeah,
Isn't there?
that
I
would
haven't got
make it.
a clue what you guys are on about.
Like-
Are you talking about
Jody.
that would make
some kind of?
Lank
of
approval.
word advert.
Oh
So,
right, okay.
yeah, it would be Lank.
Is that an acronym for something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, I'm a fixed wing pilot. So
It's
I'm
like
an imposter here.
low level,
Low altitude.
low altitude control
Well-
flight of some kind, you know.
It's to
Well,
give
it's two
approval to fly in restricted height areas.
Yeah. So if you're like close to an airport, like I am, instead of just saying no, you can't fly within that 5 mile radius, This allows you to fly up to certain levels
Ah.
depending on where you are in the area. So where I'm at, I can go to an altitude of 200 feet, but first I have to get my approval.
Oh, so it's LAANC.
Uh-huh.
Oh. For some
And
reason,
so-
I thought it was the same spelling as your name, Lance. I always thought it was like LANCE, but it's LAANC.
Yeah.
See, everybody's
you've
talking
been
about these
studying-
drone bans and stuff like that. On Paul's show, we go after the heavy hitting topics, like how exactly is it pronounced?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and find out for you whilst you do what you're
And how
doing.
much the Avata 2 sucks.
We can cover that.
Don't buy it. It sucks. Don't buy it.
Yeah, it's very appropriate, David.
What's that?
Low altitude authorization is through Lank.
Oh, have a look at. I'm going to show you my screen. Just have a look up at this in a sec.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. Have a quick look at this, Don. It says here Lank, pronounced Lance. Apparently, can you
Lance.
see that?
Spell pronounced Lance. Ha ha! That's how I've always pronounced it.
There you go.
I win. Paul
Yeah.
sucks.
But who says that? Who says it's pronounced that way? What,
Oh,
The internet.
Not-
So the
it's
internet
not the
wins.
the internet. Yeah, the internet. So it's going to be right.
Internet.
the
Yeah,
FAA is not saying that.
what was
because
that?
in
What
the
was the
ICAP
source?
Part 107, they
The
talked
federal. Here you go. I'll show you. I'll show you the source. Hang on.
they talked about.
He's right. We need the source. Cool cat.
It's the FAA. So they're probably some kind of authority on it. I don't know really.
Yeah, they
I
are
don't
the
really listen
authority.
to it.
If it's actually an
Let's have a
FAA
look.
site, then it's official.
Why can't I get? Hang on. Just bear with me.
See, Lank was all part of my Part 107 licensing.
Yeah,
If TJ would be studying 107, he'd understand it was like.
Yeah.
Just
Just bear with
really-
Yeah,
Cool
this
Cat a
is
minute while he
terrible.
creates the website to act as a source.
No, it's just that I fuck knows what I'm doing. Hang on a minute. I'm trying.
Where's your history?
Why?
Hmm.
No. It's not that at all. It's something far more basic than that. It really is. Hang
We
on.
should have.
Jesus.
They were pronounce it Lance and not Lank.
I've got a screen up here. When I go into here,
Oh, no.
it disappears. It's no longer there. Oh, fantastic. That's
You get
great.
that aluminium foil up.
No, I love it when
Brilliant.
that happens. Let's have a look.
Yeah,
Let's see what we
it's
can do.
It's based on aluminium.
Aluminium.
Okay.
Aluminium.
Now it looks as though it might be working. So if I do this and then I make it bigger, does it get bigger on the screen? Anyway, it says here, low altitude authorization notification capability,
FAA.
Lank, pronounced LANCE.
Altitude authorization.
And that is the
notification
Federal
capability.
Aviation
There you go.
Administration. So there you go.
That's why they
I'm
call
sorry
it
it took
Lank.
so long. In my defense, I'm not very clever.
Yeah, the queen. What's up, Jonathan?
Well, Mark, it looks like you're right and I'm wrong. But when you go to take testing and stuff, they pronounce it as Lank.
Maybe it's some hillbilly testing site you went to.
No, it's a FAA testing site
Mm.
because it's all
Doesn't sound
done
official.
It's all done on computers, Donald.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like they knew what they were talking about. Your Part 107 might not be official now.
Yeah.
I'd double check it.
Somebody got jingling a bell.
Not me.
Dominic's not here.
You're
just
about
heard
to
TJ,
it.
you see my new cup?
I
You
heard
sure
a
you were-
bell jingling, and I wasn't sure whether it was on the panel or whether.
Oh,
the
you
cat-
heard of. You not
See
hear
my
a
new
bird?
cup, TJ?
Oh, is it
What?
bird?
Yeah, I heard a
Ringing
bird
bell.
on Donald's.
When you turn it around.
No, it was definitely a bell.
Oh, so
Donald.
your Trump mug.
Yeah.
Once you put that strip of tape together, can you show us the Dirac belt trick?
The what?
I bet you know what it is. The Dirac. It's sometimes called the Filipino wine dance. The belt trick that shows how spinorial matter has a a 4 pi rotation.
I haven't. All right. How? What?
I'll explain it another time. It's very complicated, and I'm not very good at explaining things like this. It's a mathematical phenomena that suggests that matter is spinorial in nature. I'll show you a little diagram, and I'll
Drop it.
do my best.
It sounds
Well-
right up my alley. It sounds like
It
something I should
is.
know about.
Yeah, you should. You should know it. Hang on a minute. I'm going to look up. I even remember what it's called. It's called air on a G string or something.
Depending on what the
What we're
words
talking about?
aerial supposed
There you go. There you go. Joe's suddenly interested.
Buck Biden.
And down the gutter we go.
Yeah,
I mean,
down the
elec-
gutter we go. Head first.
electrons do always rotate around the neutron and protons. So yeah, I suppose matter
look.
does spin.
It's how it spins, which is
That's
the
hilarious.
thing.
That's hilarious.
Okay. Air on a Dirac string.
That's funny.
Ah, so
Okay, so this is how particles.
theory.
No, nothing to do with string theory. Forget string theory. It's a waste of time. Here we go. Let's see. Paul, do you mind if I show something?
Yeah,
I
go
don't want to
ahead.
get you in trouble again. Right, can you see this? Let me just rewind it again.
Okay, I can see.
Okay,
Click on your
Can you-
make full screen. Oh, there you go. That's perfect.
okay, so if you have a look, this is how this is how particles spin. They can spin because they have a unique geometry, which is called spinorial. It might be a good idea. Can you see how these flat belts, if you like, are able to rotate twice and then undo themselves by rotating inside? You'll see it here. Now, all matter has this unique geometry, which allows it to have spin in the first place.
Theoretically.
No. In fact, there's nothing theoretical about it. It's really it's a fact based on the way that the fields interact with each other. Because you'll have some fields that interact a little, some fields that interact a lot. And when we're talking about, the fundamental forces, there you go. This is the Filipino wine dance, because what she's doing, she's turning 360 and then
yes,
another 360.
I can do that. I used to do contact juggling, and I would do that with the 3 balls in each hand.
Oh yeah, I know those.
But
Yeah.
I would
So
do
what
that
she's doing
and
there-
always scream.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
she's turning 360 once and her arm
Yeah.
is twisted, and then she's turning it
Like
another 360, same direction. There you go. Can you see how it's going around the center? But it's untwisting itself by 2 rotations. That's what they call a spin half particle. Anyway, there it is. And this is the reason why this is a good thing to show, this air on a Dirac string thing, is because it's a very good. This is a good one as well. Good graphic. Because it's very difficult to explain anyway, and I wouldn't be able to explain this verbally because I'm not very good at explaining things.
Oh, that
But it doesn't matter how many connections you've got.
No, the only way you can explain that
That looks crazy.
verbally is imagine
That looks crazy.
imagine 2 octopuses having sex and then one of them has a seizure.
That's crazy looking. That's
Yeah.
pretty wild and crazy.
There you go.
Hey, Mark,
But
did
yes,
you see the latest news? What the scientists now have figured out how to work time and have sent things back in time?
Okay.
Oh.
It was just
believe that.
just released.
Mind you, I must admit, personally, I've never seen a Filipino woman with a glass of wine stay full
Doing that.
for long to do that, because normally
Yeah,
it would be by the time they'd finished.
That woman had drank too much wine to be doing that.
I will say I had never seen that particular wine dance, but I recognized the movement from contact juggling days.
Okay. Do you know how bad I am at spelling? I'm spelling Filipino with I'm trying to figure out if it's P or F.
It's
Oh,
officially
my.
PH, but Filipino is spelt with an F.
Thank you. There you go. Traditional, cultural Filipino wine dance. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. See,
It's a thing, apparently.
that is interesting that I do recognize the movement of the arms because that used to be part of
Well, yeah, it's been
what I would
used.
do
So,
juggling.
yeah,
Hmm.
I never knew it had a name, but
Right.
What I'll do, Don, I'll send you a few links that you can glean. It's very interesting.
These aren't going to be like the other links that you sent me, are you? Because I
Like-
opened those up in front of my wife and she didn't talk to me for a week.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't know that you weren't into that sort of sexual stuff. I thought you were. I completely took the wrong end of the stick there. I'm sorry.
Wait, what? That was
Apologize
supposed to be
everyone.
sexual?
Well, yeah. Maybe you didn't look far enough into it. Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was just a snuff film. I didn't know that it was sexual for you.
Well,
I mean, graphic pictures of car wrecks usually aren't described as sexual, Mike. Well, you need
it
to
depends what
yeah.
kind of frame of mind you're in.
well, the car wrecks may have been caused by the fact that they were trying to have sex while they were driving.
Look at Jane Mansfield here. She was almost beheaded, but she still had a good pair of tits.
That was a terrible accident. I remember seeing photographs of that. Oh,
Oh, the Mansfield.
yeah. Horrible.
Yeah.
Poor girl.
That the Mansfield car toured for a while, and I think it's still on display somewhere. It's like, why would you? It's. I mean, yeah, she was famous, but that's a horrible. I guess there
thing to
is an
remember.
audience for the macabre.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. And the thing is, doing. I mean, if you were to do the car up, that would be all right. That's fair enough.
No, they leave it looking like
But
it's
I know,
wrecked.
I know what you mean. It's left crashed, because that's more macabre for them. No doubt they've just left everything on it, even blood probably. But I think if they did it up, it would be all right. That would be fine. Because it's more a celebration if they did it up.
Didn't
What's that, Mark?
With James Dean.
James Dean as well. Yeah, they could have done that with
Yeah.
his Porsche. They could have done it up. It would have been
It was a
far
spider.
less, dodgy. Sorry, Mark. I wasn't talking over you because I didn't think I was talking over you, but your audio was kind of going in and out.
All right. That's probably because my phone is a good 18 inches away from me.
Oh.
But yeah, they had a similar scene on, was it Damien? Omen 2? Where that sheet of glass sliced that driver's head off.
Was that 2? I was thinking that was 1. It might have been 2.
Was it 1?
It might have been 2. I don't remember. I haven't seen those movies in years and years and years.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really into them when I saw them.
Because the priest got killed by the falling cross, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Got impaled by it.
Did you see the new Omen movie that came out this year?
The new what?
There's a new one that came out. A new Omen that came out this year.
I'm not particularly into those films. I think I watched them because I was with somebody who was watching it. That's all. It's not something that I personally would pick to watch.
I get
I
you.
agree with you. I never watched those either.
I watched them when I was younger, and
No,
There's a place
that-
for them.
I think we were all younger when they were actually out.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. I couldn't have watched them when I was older, could I? That was kind of a stupid thing to say.
Well,
But
freaky
by that, I
zone.
guess I mean I watched them when I was much younger.
Like when they first came out.
Probably a couple years after they came out. But I did,
Alright.
but it was definitely during the video rental days.
Yeah.
But I watch all kinds of stuff during the video rental day. I watch Blood-Sucking Freaks and what was it? The Redneck Zombies. I used to go and find just the craziest horror movies at the rental place, and I would have a party on Halloween where we'd all sit around and laugh at horror movies. And
You know what? I think my characterization of those films as weird isn't right. I think that's the wrong word to use for it.
Yeah.
I just think it's different.
We
You know what I mean?
campy.
rent a couple of films every weekend. Me and my mates sit and have a drink, watch films all night, kind of thing. We were sort of like in our early 20s then. So over 40 years ago.
But I mean, there's the good ones, the classic ones, like Evil Dead, that I would still sit down and watch.
Have you ever watched Suspiria?
I have not seen Suspiria. I've heard of it.
It's good. The music on it is brilliant. It's a group called Goblin.
I really haven't really paid much attention to the newer horror movies like the Annabelle and
It's definitely not new.
That looks like a
Conjuring and stuff like that.
Annabelle, little doll just like running around.
They're
or
okay.
whatever.
Suspiria.
Yeah, those I've never paid attention to.
Those movies are worth a go, I think. They're no different to any other, movies. Just new.
I just really, I feel when I watch movies that I'm wasting time.
I know, yeah, I do.
Yeah, every time I
And the
see a
older I
movie,
get,
would-
the less I care about wasting time.
Yeah.
But then
Same,
I
exactly
catch
the same.
myself being on YouTube constantly. So I guess I don't really care that much about wasting time as I like to profess.
Well, I think
But
you
like
just
here-
got to reclassify the notion of waste. You have to. I mean, you work and you do things and you get stuff done, but you have to rest as well. And if you rest, you amuse yourself. And there's lots of things going on when you're watching something like that. Recreation.
Yeah. There's a problem about rest and the Midwest work ethic.
Right. It's not compatible, no.
No, it's kind of like
Kind of blends into itself.
it's okay to rest once a month or so and kick back and go do something.
Paul, you're muted. Paul, you're muted.
He might be on the phone. He might be on the phone.
Oh, I saw
Yeah.
his lips moving. I thought he was trying to.
Once a month or so to get out the fishing pole and go by the creek.
My dad, he's retired, so he goes fishing a lot. But fishing has never been my thing, and I like hiking, but I have not been hiking for probably 5 years now.
You see,
Yeah,
now
that's
I
no
would
good.
hiking as resting.
No, I wouldn't either. I would classify that as fitness.
it depends
fitness
on-
recreation.
It depends on what you are resting from. When you go hiking, where I go hiking is about a 17-mile trail. And when you go in the late fall or in middle of winter, you might see one person for 2 days. So if you're resting from people,
Anything that's going to take 2 days to walk, I ain't going to
Oh,
do.
it doesn't take 2 days to walk. It's only a 17-mile loop where I usually go, and you can do it in one. You're going to be tired, but especially if you just take a day pack, something light, you can do it in one, no problem.
Well, it's like
But
6 hours of walking, isn't it? That at least.
yeah, so you break it up a couple days, yeah. Go and
I see lots of these things as being personal development and exercise. Yeah, that's how I justify it. If I even feel the need to justify it.
Well, Donald,
Well, I
don't
think
they
we
have
covered it.
electric bikes now that'll go 22 miles?
yeah, if you want, if you want to go biking, that's fine.
Well, I was going to say, if you couldn't make the walk, get yourself one of those off-road
Oh.
electric bikes. And
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to go on the trails that I hike, but in that same area, they do have ATV trails that crisscross. So if you wanted to go back in the woods, you could hop on an ATV. They have also a horse trail that goes through the same area. And every once in a while, the horse trail, the ATV trails, and the hiking trails, they'll cross over each other. But so occasionally, there's a one part where the hiking trail coincides with the horse trail. So you have to be careful. You're hiking along. Here comes some horses coming along. Etiquette says that when you're hiking on a trail, because horses don't know what a backpack, a lot of horses, they get freaked out by when things are different, and the backpack on your back confuses them. And so the etiquette is when you're hiking and the horse trail coincides and the horses are coming up the trail, the hikers step to the side of the trail, take their packs off until the horses pass.
Oh, okay.
Why does a backpack like a hiker's backpack? Why does it confuse them? Like, did they think it's like
It's just something new.
Unusual.
If you watch pictures of horses like in the cities and stuff, sometimes there was one that I saw the other day where they had painted a crosswalk rainbow colored, and it confused the horses, and they refused to walk over it because it was something new to them. And they walk over crosswalks all day long. They walk on the street, but now here's this thing, different colors and stuff. It confused them. They had no idea what to expect from it, so they were very shy of it.
that almost sounds like something that would throw TJ off, you know. If they put stripes in the street, different colors, he'd be.
It could be that the horse could be
I
that the
have
horse.
monkey jokes if
It's
anyone wants
it's
to
not
hear
really
them.
TJ, but if TJ was walking down the street and saw stripes painted on the street, TJ might not panic, but his mustache would, and so he would have to try and get his mustache under control.
So he'd go into Mario mode.
Who wants to hear more Mario
Whoa,
jokes?
easy fella, easy fella.
It sounds to me like you just had Pride Week. It's the only reason I can think of them changing across to multicolored stripes.
Yeah.
It had to be Pride.
It was
hey, Mark,
it was Pride Month.
You could direct a video with TJ called The Man with Different Stripes.
Yeah, in some towns, it doesn't have to be Pride Month. They'll do it anytime.
Right. Jody, Jonathan, and
DJ,
JD.
The Man of Different Stripes. Yeah.
JD.
Where did I put?
That's funny.
bit
That's
drag.
pretty good.
There it is.
That's funny.
Put some links in the chat for you, Donald, if you want to save them for later on. Feel free.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm not sure how you actually do that on a phone. every time I click on a link when I'm on my phone, it just kicks you off the stream and goes to the link.
Yep. I've got to be quick. I woke up this morning with Buffalo Springfield in my head, and I have no idea why.
You woke up with what? Buffalo what?
Buffalo Springfield.
Buffalo Springfield.
I'm not even sure I want to ask.
Band from the late 60s.
All right. Obviously not a well-known international band then.
They should be a well-known band.
Not over here, no.
Oh, I got a minute.
Well, if you thought politics could not get any more weirder,
Oh no.
No, we'd never
Sky
thought that.
TV. No, joining Sky TV debates is this guy, Count Binface.
Oh, Count Binface. Excellent.
That's funny.
So, have you ever heard the song, "You Better Stop"? What's that sound? Everybody knows what's going down. If you've seen Forrest Gump, you've heard Buffalo Springfield.
You know,
All right.
from across the room, TJ. You know that slogan, "Have it your way" at Burger King.
Oh yeah, yeah.
TJ, have them your way.
That's funny.
You see, Mark, what I'm doing is I'm opening up YouTube on my phone, and I'm clicking on the links that he put in the chat. So if I click on the links, then now they're in my watch history.
There you go.
All right. Okay.
That's funny.
But beware, Donald, because the first link that I put up is kind of very technical and confusing, and but the second one is kind of it's better, it's more user friendly, and it's from PBS. So it's a better link to get into.
Mine just kicked me off the stream and opened the link in YouTube for what.
Right,
Michael
but I'm watching YouTube on two different windows. I'm on YouTube on my iPad, so I opened up my phone on a different browser.
Right. The only thing it did was because we'd have got Zoom open, it kept Zoom on the on the panel, but it took me off the YouTube stream on my phone. Now I've got to call back again.
All right, not everybody talk at once now.
TJ, have it your way.
I've been talking all morning. It's somebody else's turn.
Well, I put a comment on Eric's video this morning saying that, isn't it funny how the initials of the drone bill counteracting CCP would be CCCP, which is what the Russians used to call the USSR.
Back in the USSR.
Mm. You don't know how lucky you are.
You know that
Uh-huh.
song.
It's Russian for
Oh, yeah.
USSR. So it's the same thing, but it's different language. Or Cyrillic, I guess.
Well, I see Russia has signed an agreement with North Korea. North Koreans are going to build nuclear bombs for Russia.
Oh, God.
Well, it looks like that's not going to be a threat then. They won't even fucking reach England.
You know that song by Outkast, Bombs Over Baghdad?
No.
You're showing your age, TJ.
I
Sing
know.
it for us, TJ. Sing it for us, right? So I know what it is.
It's well, I'm sure Don knows who Outkast is.
Remind me. Come on. He's busy.
Yes, I don't know the song.
We need you to sing it.
They sing that song.
Hey,
Yeah,
Give me
that
a
one.
C.
yeah.
Hey,
Mhm.
and they sing Miss Jackson. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real.
There you go. See? I knew you had it in you.
TJ moment has been brought to you by Cool Cat Michael.
And then there's like the whole world. And the whole world loves it when you don't get down.
Don't worry, T.
I think it's time to close it down.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, TJ. We're going to clip your singing and we're going to use it on our campaign to ban hearing aids.
Singing.
We've just got CJ to sing. You don't need to close it
You
down.
mean TJ to sing?
That's funny.
What's your favorite music, TJ?
I'm not picky when it comes to music. I like, rap, rock. I like some reggae and stuff. Like, I'm not really a fan of like the screamo music when they're screaming like when they have the mic up to their mouth and they're
Okay.
Heavy metal.
Do you like
heavy
Metallica?
metal, yeah.
How about Metallica? Do you like James Hetfield?
Yeah,
screaming?
I like Metallica.
That's kinda
Yeah,
cool.
that's a good band. Yeah.
Hmm.
I like that song "Disappear."
I don't know how that goes.
When it's time I disappear, bow wow, wow, bow wow.
And on that note, Paul,
TJ, keep your day job.
I know.
Hey TJ, are there any other songs that you like?
Let's
Sound of
see.
silence.
The sound of silence.
Silence is golden.
The sound of silence.
I quite like one. by
TJ's been
Metallica.
auditioning
It's
for
good one.
sleep music. You know, the stuff you play when you go to sleep.
TJ, don't ever do that again.
I think you guys are being totally unfair. I totally enjoyed TJ's rendition
too.
of whatever song that was.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Dan felt like he just
what he
watched
lacked-
a concert.
What he lacked in musical skill, he made up for in exuberance.
And enthusiasm, certainly. I appreciated it, TJ. Don't listen to them.
Awesome.
It was
Thank
beautiful.
you, Mike. Thank you very much.
I
There you
must
are.
admit, I think it was a really good impersonation of a heavy metal band because you can never understand the words they're singing either.
I think you have the voice of an angel, TJ.
I have a voice of
Yeah.
it.
Which
A
angel?
hell's angel, but nonetheless, an angel.
yeah, an angel that's having her wings pulled off.
Hi, Dan.
I'm done. There you
I
go.
like
done.
the voice of an angel, like a mix between
Oh,
Fergie.
Jesus.
That's funny. That's from Step Brothers. It's like a mix between Fergie and Jesus. That's funny.
I realized I better mute myself.
Just to clarify that, which Fergie?
That'll be Fergie from Black Eyed Peas, wouldn't it?
Right.
No, Alex Fergie.
No. Not Sarah
Don't you
Not
wish
Ferguson
your
or
Alex
Alex,
boyfriend was
Alex
cold like
Ferguson.
me? Don't you wish your boyfriend was born like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend was smooth like me? Don't you?
No,
Don't you?
seriously, no.
Oh dear. TJ's milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the girls to the yard, and they're like, "It's better than mine," and they're like, "It's better than mine." We're just rendering awesomeness.
Dan says, I can't even look at you right now, TJ. You're just radiating awesomeness.
Yeah.
TJ, TJ, do Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On, and try and hit them high notes.
Oh, Lord,
My
have it.
heart will go on.
Hold on, let me mute him. Hurry up.
Well, no, when he's hit the high notes, his camera will crack.
Let me just put all the glasses out of the way.
There's
Wherever you are.
Mark, I wouldn't worry about the glasses. Move the fish tank.
Yeah, there's a point.
I'm going to sway. I'm going to sway as if I'm on a big ship. All right? Just to create the ambience of the Titanic.
I'm king of the world.
Throw some ice cubes around.
You better get yourself a spray bottle and spray yourself in the
Just had
face
an
a little
email
bit
from
too.
Peter. Pack it in.
There's one thing I was a bit confused about.
Pack it
When I
up,
watched
pack
the
it
film
in,
Titanic,
let me begin.
do you remember when she was on the door and she says, Jack, I'll never let you go? And then seconds later, she lets go of him. I thought,
Wait a minute,
what?
seconds.
Ah,
Hey,
And I
yeah.
thought,
no.
yeah, seconds, isn't it? It was like, I'll never let you go. And then he just disappears into the depths.
Yeah, she never let him go. She let his body go, but she kept him in her heart.
I see. Yeah. It was an Obi-Wan Kenobi moment, from a certain perspective, I love those moments in films. I've been watching a couple of Obi-Wan Kenobi send-ups, actually.
AZ sent me a picture of Borat in the one string like bikini kind of thing.
You mean the mankini?
Oh, Lord, help.
Yeah,
Now I got that in my mind. Look at you. Man, you love it.
Oh, that's funny.
Get that.
Looks like Laura's sending out links to her shorts again, or her videos.
It's not a
Yeah.
short, it's a video from her flying
That's
yesterday.
that video with all them geeses.
It's not actually a bad video.
It just came up on the top of the screen of my phone then to say.
Who was it in the cartoons you should say, I hate geeses to pieces?
Oh, yeah. I hate geese.
That was Mr. Jinx, wasn't it?
No.
I hate
Oh, no, it was
No,
Tom.
before that, way back like.
Wasn't it Daffy Duck? Not Daffy Duck?
No, Daffy Duck. Daffy Duck, that's what it was.
Was it Daffy?
It was Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, it was Daffy Duck, I think.
It was Daffy.
No,
I
I don't
hate
think it
them
was Daffy
geese to
Duck.
pieces.
To pieces.
It said geese.
That's it.
I hate geeses to pieces.
No,
Yeah, he used to go, I hate geeses to pieces.
I hate
No, it
them
was-
geese to pieces.
It was
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry. It was I hate
You're not
those
sure it's not
geese
Elmer
to
Fudd?
pieces.
Yeah, I'm thinking Daffy Duck.
No,
I'm thinking Daffy Duck.
It
Yeah,
was.
I'm thinking Daffy Duck.
He pronounced it mice as Mises. It
Mises
was Tom
to
and Jerry.
pieces.
I hate those
Oh,
Mises
shit.
to pieces.
I've
Yeah,
got,
so yeah, we're both wrong. God darn it.
we are. I've
But I
got the
hate
clip.
geeses to pieces.
Do you want to see the clip? Hang on a minute.
Are you right?
Can someone else do it? Can someone else do the clip if I just put the link in? Do you know what I mean? Because I don't know what I'm doing. I find notes. But there's the clip. I've just put a link in there, Joe, that says, I hate Mises to pieces. It was a cat, but it wasn't Tom. It was another
Then
cat,
it
like his cousin or
was-
something, probably.
Well, if it
Sylvester
wasn't,
the
it was
cat?
either Mr. Jinx or Sylvester.
It was Sylvester.
Sylvester. Was he like a brown?
Yeah,
was he the brown
Sylvester
cat?
the cat sounds more familiar. because Tom
Sylvester-
didn't talk.
Yeah, Sylvester the cat was the
Of
one
course he didn't, yeah.
with the canary, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yes.
I taught Putty Cat, Tweety.
Yeah.
Tweety Pie. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Sylvester.
It's a very small clip, 2 seconds long. I hate nieces to pieces. Mr. Brown King. There it is.
Actually, Mr. Jinx.
Mr. Jinx. See, told you.
Yeah. Is it Pixie and
Well, I
Dixie?
hate it
and
when
Mr.
Mark's
Jinx.
right.
That's right. Pixie and Dixie. Yeah.
That's the same cat that said heaven to Murgatroyd.
Heavens
Is
to
it though?
Murgatroyd.
I don't think it was.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
No,
It
that's
said
not.
Pixie and Dixie and Mr. Jinx. I hate Mises to pieces.
Heavens to Murgatroyd was a completely different
So
one.
where the hell I get geezers at? God darn
I don't know.
Or geeses. Geeses.
it. It works. It still
That
works.
was Snagglepuss who said that. Snagglepuss
Yeah, Snagglepuss.
said heavens to
Snagglepuss.
Murgatroyd.
Yeah, that's heavens to Murgatroyd. Yeah.
It still works. Geezers to
I've
pieces
got all
works.
the links today. Look at this, look. Look at that. Seconds later, I've got a link in the chat where Snagglepuss says, heavens to Murgatroyd or something.
Heavens
Joe?
to Murgatroyd.
Yo.
There is a part of Laura's video you have to see, but because you're not going to watch her video, I have to show it you.
I did watch it. I just watched it.
Thank you, David. Oh, well, that's just rude.
Where was that at the end? I didn't see that.
That's right at the end.
I turned right at the end. I didn't see the very end.
Was that you, David, looking through the binoculars and she's flicking?
No,
you
that
off?
was me. I took the photo and she's put the binocular shape around it.
Yeah,
Uh.
I see it now. Yeah, the last thing I saw when it was hovering across the field, and then I turned to look at this computer, but I didn't see it.
Uh,
Yeah, I just watched it.
There's just a little thing thrown in at the end to make sure you all watched it.
I could tell
I
by the
haven't watched
reflection.
yet, so thanks for the tip. I'll just skip to the end and watch just the end, and that way I can say I watched it. Well, I know how to cheat.
Yeah.
God, now I can't figure out that one. What was the cat called that was a stuffed stripy fur cat in a shop?
Bagpuss.
Bagpuss, that was it.
And when Bagpuss woke up, all his friends woke up.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
That must be a strictly British thing.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
I think.
Hey, Lance, you still here?
Because
Yeah,
when
it was
Eric
like an antique shop.
Yeah.
I'm still here, Joe.
Yeah, and don't forget,
do me a favor.
when Eric eats a banana, an amazing
Okay, man.
transformation occurs.
Yeah. Banana Man.
Jamie and his magic torch.
Oh, God.
All right, you guys are making shit up now.
No, it's true.
You mean it's magic
It's true.
Hey, Lance, do me a favor. When you get a chance, next time you fly the Avata 2, the greatest drone ever, put it in easy acro, fly at about 7 miles an hour, and do a flip to the left. And let me know if it, after it does the flip, if it dives down.
Okay.
But make sure you got some distance, because like I said, the last 2 times I've done it to the left, it's done the flip and then dove down about 2 feet.
Okay. I will.
Now, I don't know if it's my hand doing that or it's doing that.
Okay.
Then the Mighty Mouse.
Oh yeah, Mighty Mouse. I remember that guy.
And Danger
I know.
Mouse.
Here I come to save the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't forget Batfink.
Mighty Mouse is on the way.
That's like
I used to tell that.
That's
I used to tell that to my wife.
In Liar Liar at the end, where well, kind of towards the end, where he's in the courtroom and Jim Carrey's like, "Here she comes to wreck the day."
I used to tell
Does
my
anyone
wife that all
remember
the time. Here I come to save the day.
I think
Do any of you remember the theme tune to Batfink?
The bat thing.
Yeah.
You cannot harm me. My wings are like a sheet of steel.
Shield of Steel.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember the character. I think I remember him.
I remember that that little phrase, but I don't remember what the music sounds like.
What?
It used to say that, then it go.
Was it Danger Mouse where his assistant was a mole?
Yeah.
Morocco Mole.
Yeah,
With-
Penfold.
Penfold. That
Wasn't
was
that David Jason?
Yeah.
Oh, David Jason was Danger Mouse, and the other guy was Terry. Oh God, from Terry and June.
And who
What's
was
his name?
Baron Greenback, the baddie?
Terry Scott was.
Terry Scott. Thank you, Terry Scott. And Terry Scott was in the those films, the Carry On films. He was in Carry On Camping.
Yep. Yep. He was in Carry On.
Is
Quite a few of them.
Carry On movies is something that the Brit or the U.S. people will not understand.
I think they will. I've got every confidence that.
I'm probably the only one, I would guess,
It's a British
on the
sense
panel
of-
that has heard of the Carry On movies.
Yeah.
Is that
Carry
true?
on up the
Anybody else on the
Kaiser.
panel here of Carry On? Paul,
Any
Joe?
any Americans in the channel? How about you, Anthony, TJ? Have you heard of Carry On
What?
films?
Wait, what?
Have you ever seen Carry On Camping?
The Carry On films.
Barbara
I don't
Windsor,
think
Carry On Taxi, Carry On Camping, Carry On
Carry
at Your
On
Convenience,
Nursing or
Carry
something.
On
What's it called?
Policeman, Carry On Nurse, Carry On Doctor, Carry
just
On.
remember
Carry
the
On up the
tassels.
Khyber.
Ooh,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't think I've ever.
Yes,
I don't
Terry
think I've ever
Scott
seen
was
any
in
of
Carry
those.
On Up the Khyber.
Oh, yeah.
see? Told you I was probably the only person.
What was the what's it one? The holiday with the beauty contest. Carry On. Was that Carry On Girls? I don't know.
Oh, I see what That's funny. Dan sent me a picture of in
So
replace
saying.
of in replace of Jack when they're on the floating door. Like he put my face on Jack's head and the girl on the floating door.
Do you actually know what David Jason's real name is?
What? Who?
Jason David.
He's called David John White.
Yep. It's like Cilla Black. She was called Priscilla White.
Priscilla White, yeah.
Oh, Babs Windsor. My word. There's a
Yeah.
fucking rabbit hole.
Especially in the what's it one?
Camping. The nurse one with the tassels and everything. My God.
Oh, matron.
That was great.
Yeah. No, Carry On. Was it Carry On Doctor where she came
It
in,
was something like that. Yeah, it wasn't nursing. Was it?
in that tiny little bikini?
Oh, it's crazy. Imagine what that did
what we
to
talking
me
about,
as a
bikini what?
14-year-old. Fucking hell.
Oh,
When
I
the
know my
doctor
14-year-old
got the-
bikini. Never mind.
No, the doctor got the stethoscope out to check her what's it and said, "Big breaths." And he says, "Yes, and I'm only 16."
Oh, matron.
Yeah, you get in trouble for that shit.
Yeah. Oh, the Carry On movies could not be made today.
No.
Kenneth Williams.
No,
Kenneth Williams did this
no,
thing
they
called
were
Will of the
full of
Wisp.
innuendos.
Do you remember Will of the Wisp?
And a couple of out your endos.
Yeah,
Do you guys remember Will of the Wisp with Kenneth Williams?
yes.
No.
That was extraordinarily good.
Yes, Kenneth Williams was a funny man.
But not as funny as Benny Hill.
No, Benny Hill just had lots of scantily clad women on it.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with getting chased by scantily clad women.
I always like when
Unless
somebody gets chased and they play the Benny Hill music.
Yeah.
Unless
The
it's
song is called Yakety
Dick Emery.
Sack. The performer is Boots Randolph. The song is called Yakety Sack, not the Benny Hill theme.
Yakety yak. Don't talk back.
Did you get?
No, it's not Yakety Yak. It's Yakety Sack.
Oh, Yakety Sack.
Still don't talk back.
Did they show Dick Emery in the States?
Well, I have a
I
shipping
don't think
label.
I don't think they show much of our stuff in the States. It's just Donald watches a lot of our stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, because it's amazing how many people don't know who Morecambe and Wise are. Yeah.
I'm surprised that the Carry On films didn't translate to, to the American audience.
in his chair.
That surprises me.
They were all British activities.
What, camping and...
Where did Paul go?
Yeah.
Gone for a
Making
sleep, probably.
toilets.
Right down.
Soldier.
All right,
in the
guys,
Mars.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go feed my face. I'm getting hungry.
Who was
y'all
the
later.
woman? Who was the
Okay,
woman
take care,
that
TJ.
played the
Thank you.
Scandinavian archaeologist in Carry On Camping?
Oh, I know who you mean, yeah.
Oh,
Was it Britt Eklund?
Maybe.
The one that was
Have a
trying to
quick
get
look.
Kenneth Williams?
If you look Carry On Camping cast and then have a little flick on the... I'll have a look. Probably was.
Hey, Joe, the heating and air conditioning people are here to fix my air conditioning.
there you go. So what's wrong with it?
Not working.
Oh,
It's not working upstairs.
Yeah, upstairs was up to 88 degrees.
that's because they run it too hard.
Admit you were steaming them out.
Yep. So I'm. You guys want to keep going, or what do you want to do?
Well,
I'm gonna take off in a minute.
I'm gonna go and get ready for football. So
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
everybody. Hey, thanks for being here.
Yeah,
We'll
see you later on.
again
Yeah,
later
David
today.
called him.
Ready for football?